one shadow that no one is ever suspicious of is his own. When you're close enough to read the label on his uniform, close enough to smell his aftershave, every step he takes is a step you've given him. A step that brings you closer to your objective. Every breath he takes, every decision he makes, is one that you've allowed until it's time to go your separate ways. And the decision is yours alone.
North Korean Army Coastal Battery outside Pupari, North Korea. We're infiltrating North Korea. So that's fun. Oh my goodness.
Today, Ambassador Long Dan announced
Long Dan!
Korean claim that they did not intentionally
Poor
launch
China.
the missile that sank the Walsh.
We are monitoring these developments while continuing to seek a peaceful resolution. Make no mistake, the Chinese People's Republic will employ all means at our disposal to protect our interests in the Asian subcontinent.
Our intelligence estimates that the current number of Korean troops massed at the border runs as high as 200,000 men. Monty?
Montgomery Lewis, The Times. Do we know what the possible North Korean strategy will be if diplomatic efforts fail?
We've known for decades that the NKA would move to capture Seoul as quickly as possible, regardless of the cost. That is how our defenses are structured. But with the capital less than 40 miles from the border, and well within artillery range of the big guns, it is clear that war would be catastrophic in terms of damage done and lives lost.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that.
Fisher,
The North Korean
I know you
situation.
think the shortest distance to solving this problem is to go after Shetland. You might be right. Unfortunately, the diplomatic situation surrounding the Walsh incident is not softening. We are less than 24 hours from open war on the Korean peninsula. We've located the battery that launched the missile against the Walsh. If there is any credence to the North Korean claim that the launch was unintentional, we need to prove it, and fast.
I've been reverse engineering the data you recovered from Zerkezi's computer in New York. Zerkezi's algorithm is an advanced
Must take a lot of
extrapolation
time.
of the mass
You're
kernels
working
made
from a fucking
infinitely more
printout.
complex by recursion through Dvorak. I think that if you can access the BIOS memory of the missile launchers at the battery,
Yeah,
I should
technobab, but you
able
might
to
as well
hide
be
the
saying
fingerprint the
multi-phaser
algorithm
reflection
would have
portals
left
for
on
all
the
it
system.
means to me.
Halo
jump!
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
The world's first Halo jump! So we're infiltrating North Korea!
and satellite imaging show it's been retrofitted several times since then. We have some limited mapping data. We don't know what you'll find.
Since the destruction of the Walsh, the USS Ronald Reagan has assumed C&C duties for the battle group in the Yellow Sea. Our fleet is on red alert. In case of war, we are prepared to conduct precision sorties against high-value targets aimed at reducing North Korean coastal defenses for insertion behind their advancing front. If intelligence indicates that the Koreans are picking a fight, then it's a fight they'll get. Anyone in that battery, when the whistle blows, better find himself a tin hat and a Bible.
Japanese ISDF has been instrumental in determining that the
So all the information we have about this missile was given to us by the ISDF.
complete support of all branches force in order to determine the rationale for this insane move by the Korean aggressors. We do not have the capability to strike the facility.
Capability.
But ISDF will use any means at our disposal to interfere with their capabilities.
Capabilities.
Our great American allies are forced to declare war.
You're laying it on pretty thick there, Otomo. Anyway, so yeah, we're infiltrating North Korea. You know, all of Sam's missions are kind of wet worksy. You know, kind of Black Ops kind of shit. A lot of them could probably be classified as war crimes. But of all the things Sam Fisher has done...
Fisher, it's starting to look like war is unavoidable. JCOS is asking all sources for current division-level intelligence.
So, besides stopping World War III, is there anything else I can do for you this evening?
The base commander should have up-to-date intel about NKA divisional strength down the Kaesong-Munsan approach.
I'll try to schedule an appointment with his secretary.
You said there were 8 crates in the...
Fisher, since everyone is asking everyone for intel, I'd love to have a few chips at the big table.
What can I get you, Will?
Looks like this battery has repair and maintenance capability for mechanized warfare support. Any shipping or repair logs you can recover would be a big help.
I'll find what I can.
Look, I will double check.
I like how these North Koreans... I like how these North Koreans are speaking in English. Again, it's probably that they're speaking Korean, and Sam just knows Korean. Although, I think North Korean and South Korean are different, but anyway. Also, I haven't confirmed, but... Oh my god. I haven't confirmed, but, North Koreans, on average, are short, because they're all malnourished and shit. I haven't checked, but I wonder if these guards, if the models on these guards are shorter than the guards you'll find on all the other levels in this game. That'd be a good attention to detail. Although it might fuck up the animations a bit, so it wouldn't surprise me if that wasn't the case. So yeah, of all the things Sam Fisher has done, this is probably the most fucking ridiculously outlandish one. Like, this is an act of war, infiltrating a fucking American agent onto North Korean soil, onto a military target. Aside from, like, documentarians, Sam Fisher is, like, the first American to set foot on North Korean soil in decades. That's kind of insane. So yeah, he talked about it in that...
Reminder to all personnel, food and water rationing in effect until further notice.
What's with the accent? As he talked about in that cutscene a little bit, the Secretary of Defense, I think it was, the mustache guy. Let's see if we can have a conversation with our North Korean friend here. Yes, we can. Let's see what he has to say.
What's in all the boxes?
My God, no!
Yeah, shock and awe. Just answer the question. What's in the boxes?
I swear, I don't know. It's just my job to guard the room.
Fine, then tell me something you do know.
There is a hatch in the corner. It leads to the subfloor under the loading dock.
Really?
I don't know anymore.
I think they might be taking some artistic liberties with the North Korean accent here. It just seems like a little bit of a generic Asian accent to me. But then again, I am a massive racist. Very loud.
Alright, well, that's our work done. Let the control room take over.
I don't want to be here yet. I always forget the layout of the rooms in this level. There's some that I know I need to hit for reasons. Like this one. So as he talked about in the cutscene there, the reason North Korea hasn't been just wiped off the map by now, as some people might ignorantly suggest, is because they're like a couple clicks north of Seoul. And if it ever came down to it, they would be able to cause a lot of damage. Like, the threat North Korea poses to the world at large has never been about nukes. Look at these retro-ass fucking computers
Good
they
work,
got.
Fisher. Looks like they track shipping and repair through 4 separate departments.
Gotta love military bureaucracy.
See if you can get the logs from the other 3.
Now serving number 67.
Yeah. Considering this is the first time we've had an American agent behind North Korean lines, yeah, Sam is doing a lot of favors for a lot of people here. Has never been about nukes. Like, for one thing, North Korea doesn't really have nukes. I mean, like, they have nuclear capability, but it's like comparing, you know, shitty Vietnam-era tanks that African warlords might have gotten off the black market to actual active military tanks that
What is going on with the lights here?
America might use. Up-to-date stuff. It's like comparing an F-14 to an F-22 Raptor. It's so outdated and small caliber that it's just not comparable next to what we have available to what the more developed fucking countries have available to them.
Never hurts to check.
For another thing, I'm pretty sure they don't have launch capabilities. Like, you need silos. You need silos to launch a nuke. I don't think North Korea has silos. I mean, that might be classified. But we would, if they had silos, we would know. Like, what are they going to do? Just get, like, a couple hundred North Korean soldiers to just throw the missile across the lake? There is no possible way that North Korea is capable of launching a nuke at America. And even if they could, even if hypothetically they had nukes that were worth a shit, and even if hypothetically they had silos, we would know if they were launching a nuke. Like, they're pretty far. Like, the way a nuke works is it's a rocket. It's a missile. It's a ballistic missile, and it has to, you know, go up into the atmosphere like a rocket. Hold on. I'll continue after I'm out of the noisy area. And we have, you know, technology that can detect when a ballistic is fired. If they launched a nuke, we would know, and we would be able to see it and detect it, and we have anti-ballistic missile systems. We have, you know, missile defense systems. Basically, what those are is we're shooting a missile at another missile and crashing them into each other. Because the way, like, people think of, like, missiles like a fucking bullet and a grenade combined together, or something. That's not really what a missile is.
Did you see that?
No, you didn't. Wish I could turn off all the lights here. Can you see me?
Yes, it wasn't anything after all. You need to chill out. Yeah, well, you just wait. Better safe than sorry, I say.
Something's wrong.
Uh-oh. I think I might be screwed.
Nothing.
Okay, I'm good. I think. There's a camera there.
What was that?
Yeah, that didn't go well. Anyway, like, it's not a grenade. Like, missiles have a detonation system. If you take out a missile before it reaches detonation range, it's not going to explode. It's just gonna, shatter. Like, if you've ever seen Red October, or The Hunt for the Red October, which is a Sean Connery movie, there's a moment where another submarine launches a missile at them, and what he does, and what Sean... God damn it, no. No! No! Flashlight! There you go. What Sean Connery does is...
I should pay more attention.
Jackass. What Sean Connery does is he turns his submarine into the missile. And he lets the missile crash against them before it hits detonation range. And it just, crunches the missile like a fucking tin can. Instead of exploding. How do I... Oh, here we go. There we go. That's how nukes are too. That's why when you shoot a missile into a nuke, it is going to cause problems. Because that's nuclear material that you're now just splattering all over the damn place. But it's not going to cause a nuclear explosion to shoot a nuke out of the air with another missile. So if they did fire a nuke, we'd be able to detect it and launch an anti-ballistic and just take it out. It actually wouldn't be that much trouble. The problem North Korea poses as a threat is like they said, they have so many short-range ballistics and artillery pointed at South Korea that if war ever went down, they would be able to cause so much collateral damage and just kill so many fucking civilian targets that it wouldn't be worth it. It's not worth instigating that kind of conflict when in the short amount of time it would take for us to take them out, they would be able to cause all that damage. So that's why, we're just kind of waiting around for them to make the first move, pretty much.
Domino guide.
But, like, when people are like, oh, North Korea, like, oh, they're doing nuclear tests, it's so scary, like, unless you live in South Korea, in Seoul in particular, which is a really stupid place to have put a city because it's, like, just a couple miles south from the fucking DMV, the demilitarized zone. Funny story about the demilitarized zone, I'll get to that. You're not in danger. You're not in danger of North Korea, like, to any degree. Like, at any point. That's just not something that you need to factor into your fucking reality. Because it's never going to happen. I don't know a lot about geopolitical politics, but I do know that North Korea ain't scary. They're really not, reasonably speaking, a threat in terms of nuclear capability. I mean... hold on.
Keep quiet or it's bad news.
Oh, God! Please! I'll cooperate!
Good. I'm looking for senior officers at command center.
There's an elevator just there. It leads up to the command center. The base commander should be up there.
Thanks.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Just following orders, I know. Yeah, this is also a really difficult mission to ghost, especially at a later moment, which you're going to find is relevant to the subject I'm currently discussing. I mean, like, people just clearly don't really seem to get how nukes work. That's the whole reason that Metal Gear is such a huge threat. Because nukes are just... Nukes are just... Oh. That was the thing I did from down... That's bad. Nukes are just rockets, basically. And they use a ballistic system to fire. And we're able to keep track of rockets, so when a nuke launches, we can see when that happens and where it goes. The reason Metal Gear was such a big deal, Metal Gear Rex, is it used a railgun to shoot a nuke without utilizing its ballistic system, making it basically a stealth nuke. It would fire off, and we would have no earthly idea where it fired from and where it's being launched to. That's why it's such a huge threat. Let's do everyone a favor and let you chill out over here, buddy. Anyway, hey, look at this. Speaking of missiles...
I see what you're thinking, Fisher.
In other news,
If they're just going to throw protocol to the wind and leave the warhead case unlocked...
Even detonating them won't destroy the battery.
No, but it will make an awful big
customers
mess.
are invited to come out and fill out cards and letters of encouragement to our nation's men and women.
Sam, you dick.
Card filled out, Handy Hardwood offers lumber and materials valued at $10.
Oh, sure, light switches. I don't know. There's one. There we go. Not for out there, but makes going through here a little bit easier. Battery is pretty sparsely populated, all things considered. So yeah, reminds me of a moment from Saving Private Ryan where they're like, they come across a machine gun encampment, and he's like, we're taking an encampment, and they're like, we can just bypass it and continue our mission. And Tom Hanks is like, our mission's to win the war. You know, it doesn't matter, like, what our orders are, we gotta take these guys out. Sam Fisher's got the same thinking here. He's not here because of, you know, the war effort, technically. He's here to prove that there's no reason to start a war. But, if push comes to shove, might as well let these guys blow themselves up if they try shooting these things off. Come with me, and you'll see a world of pure imagination. The Shagohod was the same thing. It let the ballistic system of the missile be relegated to the thing shooting it off in the first place. Either way, the principle's the same. It's a nuke that you don't know where it's going to go and where it's being shot from. And if you don't know where it's going or where it's being shot from, it's like there's no defense against it. And why would that be a big deal if we didn't have defenses against nukes? I mean, just common sense would dictate that if it's a big deal whether or not there's, you know, stealth nukes one way or the other, then that must mean...
Good work, Fisher.
I'm uploading the arming sequence codes for Grim. Lambert, if worst comes to worst, and I'm still here.
You don't even need to say it, Sam.
Aw. So yeah, this way, Grim will just be able to detonate the missiles remotely. Which is very useful. Anyway. Like, Anyway, just common sense kind of shit, I guess. Like, hey, guess what? Why is it a big deal if we don't know where the nuke is? Because if we do know where the nuke is, we can defend against it. Duh.
Technician log on, report to loading bay 4. Technician log on to loading bay 4.
Oh, am I going down? Where am I going? Sorry, that's just a pet peeve of mine, because whenever I see, like, oh, nuclear testing going on in North Korea or whatever, and people lose their shit over it, it's like, what are you fucking scared of?
Gotta keep my eyes wide open.
Gotta keep my eyes wide open. Do me a favor and keep them wide shut for me. Bloody nose. I like how it's not capitalized. Oh no, what's going on? Phew. That was the only 69, so I was able to make a guess there. So, here we go. We're about to find out if North Korea launched that missile on purpose or not.
A preliminary inspection of the West launcher.
And what is your report, Captain?
We did every test we could, sir.
That seals it. The missile came from here, but they didn't launch it intentionally.
So that's a good thing. We can avoid a war.
Problem is that someone launched the missile intentionally.
Isn't that someone Doug Shetland using Zerkezi's algorithms?
That seems likely, but I still need to see if there's a Dvorak fingerprint on the BIOS of the launcher that fired the missile.
Oh, Sam. You're shockingly naive sometimes. Thinking that just because we confirmed that the missile wasn't launched intentionally by North Korean troops, that means we're not gonna go to war. Silly Sam. You of all people should know that geopolitics are never that rational. I do like the humanization there. Like, it would be so temptingly easy to just, you know, demonize or, you know, caricaturize the North Korean military officials here. But he was like, yo, dude, war's gonna kill millions of people, and we're not responsible for it. What the fuck's your problem? Now, he doesn't want this to happen any more than anyone else. Although it would be nice to get personal confirmation one way or the other.
Typical. What's wrong now? Nothing
Let's
here. I'm sure there's nothing here.
Let's have a conversation with our battery commander, if we can.
Damn it, Fisher, watch the alarms. We're on the very edge of World War III.
Yeah, let's try that again. I want to try and interrogate him because it's actually a pretty good conversation. Another reason that there's fucking very slim possibilities that North Korea would ever launch a nuke is because if they launched a nuke, China would be like, what the flying fuck did you just do? You launched a nuke. God fucking damn it, are you kidding me? Like, the only reason North Korea even has as much clout as it does is because it has China backing it. Like, China is to North Korea what America is to Japan, basically.
Am I seeing things? I don't... You don't know much, do you?
So, if North Korea launches a nuke, what are the chances you think China is going to still back them up? Probably very slim, I would like to think.
Nothing here but ghosts and shadows. I don't know what you're up to, but you better come out of there.
Not doing this super smooth. God damn it. You know, what are the chances that you think China would still be backing up North Korea if they ever launched a nuke like that? I'm just saying.
Piece of junk. Nothing. A trap. What does this guy think he's dealing with?
A twat. A twat. What does this guy think he's dealing with? There we go. Finally. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Killed the lice. Oh, I wish I done so cute.
I just want to get this interrogation. I don't fucking need to do it. I just think it's a good conversation.
Don't bother with the who are you crap. We're too old for children's games.
Fine. What do you want, American?
This battery is on the logistics train down Kaesong-Munsan. What's the divisional strength?
Why should I tell you? You'll kill me anyway.
It's a game of position, Colonel, and you've already lost. Do you need to condemn 50,000 men as well?
They'll be your men, American, not mine.
They're not my men, Colonel, and they're not yours either. They're just men, husbands, fathers, sons. Same as you and I. Do they need to die for our mistakes?
We have 8-to-1 force ratios against your 2nd Infantry Division in armor, artillery, and infantry down the length of the approach.
8-to-1?
You cannot win. Kaesong-Munsan will be the breach point, and Seoul will fall inside of 72 hours. Fit to serve, fit to rest.
Good Lord, Fisher. Those numbers triple our best estimates.
Damn. I know a lot of guys in 2ID, Lambert.
They're good men, but I hope their life insurance policies are up to date.
Yeah, not exactly a mission, you know, objective. But good conversation, you know? Not essential, though, and certainly not worth the trouble it took to fucking get it. So let's just go ahead and... Oh, no. Oh. Just go ahead and leave it be. We have bigger fish to worry about anyway. I like how they just leave the body there. Do soldiers get life insurance policies? And if they got life insurance policies, would it cover them being killed in World War III? Interesting questions all around. Any what's? You'd think there'd be some juicy info on the Colonel's computer there, but there really isn't.
Good work, Sam. One more shipping lock to go, and we'll have an accurate picture of their mechanized capabilities in the region.
I'll find it.
One way or another, I'm gonna find it. I don't remember which fucking... I don't remember which computer it's on. Anyway, we got everything we need from here. So what we need now is to actually access the specific battery that the missile was launched from. The actual, you know... What's it called? The launchy thing. Not a site, like an artillery... I think it's just still called a battery. Anyway. It's also in our best interest to have these areas cleared out, because we're going to have to be moving through them more than once. Forget which. Okay, other side. And see, that door is conveniently open now, because we need to access the thing. Fuck. I don't know what it's called. I think it's still called a battery. Artillery? What's it called? Fuck, anyway. Fucking this thing. See? That.
What the?
You saw nothing? Does make it easier for me to sneak up on you. And don't want you in the way when we have to come back through here. Oh, should probably quick save. This just didn't take quite so long. I think the HD version of Pandora Tomorrow added quick saving to it, which is nice, because that was always the biggest issue with that game, is it worked on a checkpoint system. Always very annoying when console games don't have quick saving.
Did I just see something?
No. Let's get homeboys out of the way here. They'll just hurt themselves otherwise. Fuck off. Are you kidding me? That's gonna count against us. I think there's a way down over on this side. Yep. There we go.
That's weird.
You saw nothing?
No signs of anything here.
There we go. Worked better that time. And no one comes through here. No one's gonna come into this battery and find these guys.
Good job, Sam. From the parts and transport requests, it looks like this facility is significantly more important than our latest estimates.
Well, you know me. Always where the action is.
Alright, that opened the casing. You can access the motherboard on the launcher itself and recover any routing data from the BIOS.
You know what else has BIOS is video game consoles.
Good work, Sam. I'm scanning the BIOS now. Yeah, that's a Dvorak fingerprint.
Where did it come from? Hokkaido? The displaced offices?
Seoul.
What? As in South Korea? Are you telling me the U.S. just got drawn into a war protecting the people that sank the Walsh?
I can't trace it back farther than Seoul.
Well, what do I do?
Sweet Jesus, Fisher. The NKA just committed. They're coming across the DMZ. We're at war.
Why? We just found proof they didn't launch the missile.
Good Lord, speaking of missile launches, that battery just lit up like a smoker getting off an airplane.
They're not targeting our ships, are they?
Active radar is up. It looks like a launch is imminent. Fisher, you need to abort that missile.
You got it, boss.
Yep, so... we're officially at war, and they're shooting missiles. Oh shit! Wish I didn't use up all my sticky launchers. On my shock shooter. Blah blah blah. The sticky shocker. Because I'm gonna need it to get past the dudes. Let's do a quick save here because you never know what might happen. We're officially at war now, after all. Might be a good idea to start going loud and actually killing these guys, because that's, you know, one less North Korean that we'll have to actually fight in the battlefield, but it's not my style. Good lord.
Black hell! You're too late.
The warhead won't arm until it's a few hundred meters from its target. If I can dig up the abort codes.
Good thinking. Check launch control directly under the platform.
I'm on my way.
Make it fast, Fisher. Flight time on that missile is 3 minutes.
See? Told ya.
1 through 12, confirmed.
I was just talking about this.
Target tracking active.
Check.
Flight path. Is someone moving around out there?
I was just talking about this. The warhead doesn't arm until it's within range of its target. What a waste. And if it ain't within range, then it's relatively harmless.
What was that sound?
Yeah, don't really have time to be subtle right now. I'm on a time limit here. People are going to die if I don't... Come on, come on. There we go. You're lucky I'm letting you guys live. Loving you guys. Uh-oh. Where the fuck? This one? Yeah, here we go.
Good work, Sam. Those are the abort codes.
I still need to bypass the override circuit from the missile control room.
Hurry. The missile is closing on the USS Ronald Reagan at top speed.
Hold on. Did you just tell me I need to win one for the Gipper?
Dude, what does that even mean?
Never mind. You're right, Grim. I am old.
Oh, this is always a good time to be joking in see what I think of. Dude, what does that even mean? I don't even know who Ronald Reagan is. Anyway, oh shit, better hurry. Wasted a lot of time there. Luckily, I cleared out these areas already, so we don't have to worry about being slow and subtle. This is the room, right? I think so.
Good job, Sam.
Whew.
Missile aborted.
That's it? It's dust?
No, but the warhead can't arm. Even if it gets past the Reagan's phalanx, it'll hit the hull and crumple like a beer can.
Crumpling beer cans. That's what sailors are best at, I guess.
Very funny. You need to make your way to extraction.
Right. I'm on my way.
Yep, so, there you go. Not the same situation, but that's how it is with all warheads. It has a detonator. The warhead doesn't arm the instant it launches. It needs to actually get with... It doesn't arm until it gets within range. So if you take out the missile before it gets within range, it's not going to explode. The only reason that these are so dangerous is because they're short range. I mean, that had a 3-minute launch time. There's no possible way an anti-ballistic could have hit it in time. But anyway, short but sweet. How do I get out of here? Oh, over here. Anyway, coming up next, the, by far, worst goddamn mission in the entire game. Nice sunset, though. Let's enjoy this while we're here, before we leave. Goodbye, North Korea. It was fun while it lasted. Enjoy the sunset. Booyah! 100% rating. Anyway, join me next time for the, by far, worst mission in the entire game. Gonna be fun. See you guys next time.